I am Senior Corporate Counsel at Indigo Books and Music Inc. And like any large, rapidly growing company with a lean legal team, I have a very broad practice. So on any given day, it could range from corporate commercial contracts to data security, marketing, IP, and even store construction. So I originally started in a law firm and I practiced there for about 4 or 5 years in public M&A and corporate finance. And while I found it very enjoyable, I was excited to get a step closer to the business. And so I was very excited to have the opportunity to move in-house and really work arm in arm with the business teams as they were problem solving and project planning. Well, I would hope that my business partners would say that I bring creativity and a curiosity to what's going on in the business. So the biggest things for me whenever I get asked to be involved is why are we doing it and what might success look like to the business? And if I can understand those two inputs, then I think I can do a much better job of providing business outputs, legal solutioning in a way that is actionable for the business. The start for me is to always be as approachable and positive as possible. If I can take the legal framework and make it more digestible for the business team, then I think that they can get a solid grasp on what the takeaways are and feel confident that we're going to solve it together. And if we all walk away from the conversation that way, I feel like I've done my job. Students have a very different starting point. If they don't have family that are in the legal industry or in professional services, then they have a very different lens on what being a lawyer might look like. And I realized through the interview process that this created a differentiator for students. And I felt that as soon as it was possible for me, I wanted to join student committees at my old firm or be involved in alumni mentoring programs and career panels to give an equalizer and guidance to these students who otherwise didn't have that context. And I really think that if a goal of the legal industry is diversity, then we need to be ensuring that students have as much equality as possible out of the gate. So after being in retail for a few years, I feel that legal services will go in a similar route that retail is. So it'll go one way, which is commoditization, and that'll be done by a variety of legal service providers and technology. And the other route will be high-touch personalization. And I think that that route is going to see lawyers in-house and externally continue to increase their business acumen so that they're always anchoring their advice in a very contextual way that allows the business to do what it does best. It's not legal advice for the sake of legal advice. It's legal advice that business people can action very easily.